We continue here on the season preview for Pitt-Greensburg's women's soccer. I'm now joined by Ashley Lucas, a senior forward for the Bobcats. First off, thank you for doing this. How's everything been going with you recently?
Very good. We have our first in-season game coming up, and we're excited. We've done a couple scrimmages so far, and we're excited for the upcoming season.
Well, you used the term excited, so talk me through when you're getting ready for a season. What's that like, the anticipation, the excitement level for you?
The intensity is very high. Weigel is a very passionate coach. He pushes us to our absolute limits, even if we feel like he's pushing us a little too far. He definitely always has a goal, like the goal in mind every time.
35 points for you last season. How did you evaluate your play individually?
I think coming out of the 2019 championship win, the team kind of lost our drive after COVID hit, and we got a little complacent with everything that happened. We had a ton of talent on the team and a bunch of good players, but we definitely didn't get the results that we wanted coming out of that season.
And you came up short in the championship, so I'm sure it's tough to get that close and to ultimately fall. What were some takeaways that you had from that?
Once again, I think it was the drive. We came in. Barron was sharp when we played them in that championship game, and it was definitely disappointing. But it's fueling, I think, this season and all throughout our preseason. It's definitely a fuel for everyone.
Well, I'm sure motivation helps when you head into the offseason. So let's talk about what did you focus on this past offseason?
Throughout the summer, we had workouts that we did with our new assistant coach, Bree Bergender. We focused on strength training, sharpening our touches, and conditioning, because I feel like our fitness and our conditioning is what sets us above the other teams in our conference. We're able to outrun people throughout the game, and that helps us with our performance, definitely.
I know your coach said that you're a pure goal scorer. In your estimation, what are your best attributes on the pitch? My goal scoring was definitely a very good attribute, but I feel as though I've always been a good leader on the field. Even coming into my freshman year, I wasn't afraid to direct people on the field and keep people going when people get tired. And it becomes hard to work, especially in those last 5 minutes of the game when it's the most important. I feel like that's always been something that I've been good at. Well, as a freshman, you were a very key component on this team. Obviously, you've been throughout your time here. Has your role evolved at all throughout your time at Pitt-Greensburg?
I mean, now I'm one of the 3 captains of the team, so I'm still leading the team in that way. I don't really think anything has changed. I think we're all in it. We're all here to work hard, and I'm just trying to get us through this last season and get us the best result that we can, because I know that the team deserves it.
Well, you got some maybe deserved accolades as well. Preseason Offensive Player of the Year in the AMCC. So what does something like that mean to you?
It's a huge honor, and I completely recognize that, and I couldn't have done that without my team holding me up every step of the way through every season, and it definitely wasn't something that just represents me as a player. I think it represents our entire team and just the program as a whole.
Talking about the program as a whole, let's look at some objectives for 2022. What do you want for the team, and what do you have in mind individually?
For the team, I think we're looking to redeem ourselves from that 2021 season. And individually, I want to be as good of a leader that we've had in the past. My captains my freshman year, I think, really were able to pull us to that championship, and I hope to fill their shoes this season.
Well, we focused a lot about you, obviously, but let's talk about some of your teammates. Who do you think might be players who have breakout seasons?
The 2 that come to mind are Nyla Panabaker and Becca Kubler. I think this is Nyla's second season playing as a center back, which she's really stepped up. She really stepped up last year and proved herself as a really good leader back there. And Becca Kubler, I think, is going to bring a lot of technical skills and speed to our winger position.
When you look at the schedule, what are you most looking forward to?
Definitely that Barron game at the end of the season. We're looking for our comeback.
Let's rewind a few years. What led to your decision to come to Pitt-Greensburg initially?
Originally, it was Pitt nursing. I wanted that Pitt education, and I
actually came in without the intention of playing soccer. And when I came for my orientation, I met with Weigel, and I started the season as a walk-on.
Let's talk about your favorite moments so far in your college career. I'm sure there's a lot to choose from, but what stands out?
I think it was being able to participate in the NCAA tournament. Winning the championship was amazing and just out of this world, obviously, but I think walking into University of Chicago and seeing that NCAA emblem on the locker room door was something that was really surreal and something that we were all super proud of.
What are the best qualities of Coach Chuck Weigel?
Like I mentioned earlier, he really pushes us, and even though we sometimes feel like he's pushing us past our limits, he always has that goal in mind, he has that drive, and he always knows what needs to be done.
Lastly, fill in the blank. This will be a successful season if
we all come out and do what we know how to do.
Well, Ashley, certainly we hope that comes to fruition. Great to catch up with you once again. I know I had a chance to talk to you when you were a freshman, had a lot of success. Hopefully that continues now into your senior season as well.
Thank you.
That's Ashley Lucas, a senior, right here on the season preview.